including top intelligence officials. CNN's Brian Todd is looking into all of this for us. Brian, what are you learning?
Stunning is the right word, Wolf. You know, Kim Jong-un has never before met with any officials from outside his country. He didn't even meet with a Chinese delegation when they came to Pyongyang recently. But his meetings today with two top South Korean security officials have leaders in Seoul and Washington eagerly awaiting intelligence reports on the North Korean dictator.
A critical and historic face-to-face in Pyongyang. For the first time in his 6+ years in power, Kim Jong-un meets in person with top-ranking South Korean leaders. South Korean officials tell CNN they carried a letter to Kim from South Korean President Moon Jae-in. An important moment, analysts say, because the young dictator has had such little exposure to outsiders.
Up till now, the person with the most, the foreigner with the most face time would be Dennis Rodman.
And the two top officials South Korea sent to meet with Kim are seen as crucial choices. South Korea's spy chief, Sa-hoon, helped organize two previous summits between North and South Korean leaders and could be laying the groundwork for another one. And South Korea's national security chief, Chung Eui-yong, has close ties with U.S. officials. Analysts say he's got Trump National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster on speed dial. Experts say the two South Koreans will be able to give Washington and Seoul much-needed intelligence on the reclusive Kim.
They'll want to see how adept he is at give and take, whether he's using notes, whether he's got a very strong command of a wide range of issues.
And they'll be able to assess Kim's physical health. He once disappeared from public view for more than a month and was later seen limping. Just hours before the groundbreaking meeting in Pyongyang, President Trump told a dinner audience in Washington that the North Koreans want to talk to the U.S. and said, quote, "So would we, but you have to de-nuke." The North Koreans say it's, quote, "preposterous for the Trump team to insist that they move toward giving up their nuclear weapons before any talks can begin."
And there may be a little bit of brinksmanship going on both sides. The question is whether we can at least talk about the agenda for talks, not begin any negotiations, but talk about whether there is some package of subjects, including a peace agreement that would formally end the Korean War, which is still just based on a temporary armistice, regional stabilization measures, and denuclearization.
Now, analysts are hoping that all this diplomatic back and forth yields some real results soon because the diplomatic window could be closing soon. The U.S. and South Korea are scheduled to resume their joint military exercises right after the Paralympics end later in March. Those military exercises, which North Korea always views as very hostile. And Wolf, once those start, we could be back on, to talking about a possible conflict.
Yeah, the North Koreans hate those exercises. Diplomacy is also key right now, Brian, because of North Korea's recent progress with their missile program.
That's right, Wolf. A Trump administration official with knowledge of the intelligence on this tells CNN that during the past few months, while all this diplomacy has been going on surrounding the Winter Olympics, North Korea has been making progress on improving the guidance of their missiles. They've been perfecting it, Wolf, during this entire, thaw in diplomacy here. So it's clear they're not going to ratchet back their missile or nuclear program.
Brian Todd reporting. Thanks so much. Coming up.